Perkenalkan, nama saya Ellen Febranti dengan NIM 322010098. Di sini saya akan membaca 10 skripsi dengan alat pengumpulan data kuesioner close-ended. Yang pertama dari Uci Mustika Fadila dengan judul Student Response Toward the Implementation of Peer Feedback in Teaching Writing, menggunakan descriptive study, yaitu close-ended questionnaire. In this research, the researcher give a questionnaire to all 12 grade student akuntansi keuangan lembaga AKL 2 totaling 31 people. The questionnaire used in this study is a support because the researcher want to get more information about student response toward the implementation of peer feedback in teaching writing. The researcher used a close-ended questionnaire to get more information about student response toward the implementation of peer feedback in teaching writing. The close-ended questionnaire applied in this research to gain the major advance that was their coding and tabulation. In this research, the researcher give a questionnaire to all 12 grade student akuntansi keuangan lembaga AKL 2, totaling 31 people. The questionnaire used in this study is a supporter because the researcher want to get more information about student response toward the implementation of peer feedback in teaching writing. Pada appendix 3 kuesioner dari Uci Mustika Fadila dengan 10 item menggunakan jawaban yes dan no. Skripsi dari Reni Vergio Haryono dengan judul Speaking Skill Learning Strategies of 8th grade student of private junior high school in Kuburaya, menggunakan teknik a descriptive study. This research implement a descriptive research design. The data were collected by use close-ended questionnaire as indirect communication technique and interview as direct communication technique. The interview data were recorded by phone recorder. Pada technique of data analysis di bagian questionnaire, from the response of the questionnaire, the research organized the data into Amber data and display into table. Then use simple descriptive statistical analysis. To analyze the data, the researcher used Microsoft Excel to calculate the data from the statement that the student choose based on the categories. The first instrument to collect the data is a questionnaire, a number of writing questions used to get information from participants about their experience individually. The questionnaire used to obtain information about the student learning strategies in speaking. It will write in the Indonesian to make it easy for the student to complete. The researcher will using questionnaire of strategy inventory for language learning or SILL. Pada lampiran atau appendix dari Reni Vergio Haryono menggunakan questionnaire strategi inventory for language learning SILL, yaitu 1. Tidak tahu, hampir tidak pernah atau sangat jarang. 2. Biasanya tidak pernah atau kurang dari terkadang. 3. Kadang-kadang atau terkadang. 4. Biasanya pernah, lebih dari terkadang. Dan 5. Selalu atau hampir selalu pernah atau hampir selalu. Lampirannya menggunakan bahasa Indonesia. Skripsi dari Yesi Nurdayanti dengan judul An Analysis of Student Attitude Toward Writing in English dengan metode deskriptif kuantitatif. This descriptive quantitative research was conducted to analyze student attitude toward writing in English. The subject of this research were students who were active study in the 10th grade of Man Kapuas Hulu in the academic years of 2021 until 2022. This sample was like using a purposive sampling technique. The technique of data collection applied in this research was questionnaire and interview. The questionnaire was used to obtain data on the level of student writing attitude. The interview was conducted with students to get more information about student attitude toward writing in English. The researcher used closed-ended questionnaire to the 33 students as sample. The questionnaire include positive write attitude and negative writing attitude, so that the response in giving answer to each question is more serious and not mechanism. Students choose an answer by check the option that very prefer. One statement only has one answer. The researcher calculate the percent of students with scales story angry 5, angry 4, undecided 3, disagree 2, strongly disagree 1. If the statements are negative, strongly agree 1, agree 2, undecided 3, disagree 4, strongly disagree 5. Every item of the questionnaire was present fairly and simple percent was used to analyze it. Pada appendix 2 skripsi dari Yesi Nurdayanti, questionnaire of studentnya statement 20 soal dan menggunakan checklist 5 checklist. Skripsi dari Preti Sinta dengan judul An Analysis of Student Problem in Listening Comprehension. Metode penelitian yang digunakan a descriptive study. This research used a quantitative approach with a descriptive design using a closed-ended questionnaire as a data collection tool. The subject in this research were students of Class A afternoon in the 3rd semester of the English Language Education Study Program at IKIP PGRI Pontianak for the academic years 2023 until 2024, totaling 30 sample. Data is collected using a questionnaire, closed-ended. The results show that students experience problem in the listening comprehension process. Listening comprehension problem and strategy show that listening is very difficult for students. This is based on 7 indicators for listening comprehension problem: listening material, linguistic basic, listener concentration, physical characteristic, listener, speaker, and physical setting. The researcher used a closed-ended questionnaire is a data collection technique that is carried out by probing at set of question or writing statement to respondent to answer. Closed-ended question consists of pre-filled answer choose for respondent to choose from. In this research, researcher used a closed-ended questionnaire. In this research, the researcher distributed a questionnaire via Google Form in Class A afternoon to the 3rd semester student of English Language Education at IKIP PGRI Pontianak. Pada appendix 2, questionnaire menggunakan listening comprehension problem dengan statement 22 statement dengan jawaban never, rarely, often, dan always. Skripsi dari Indriani Pratiwi dengan judul skripsi and analysis of student problem in speaking English dengan metode descriptive study. This study used a descriptive design with quantitative research technique. All 11 grade students became the study population, and the research sample was taken using a proposed sampling technique. The sample select was 11 grade social science 2 with a total sample of 30 students. In data collection, the questionnaire was adapted from Bear and Lia Dwi Jayanti and Ayu Nadila Fadli Azhar 2021. As a result, data about student problem and cause were collected using a questionnaire. Descriptive statistics assessed using Excel 2016 are used by researchers to analyze the data collection. In this study, researchers used indirect communication technique. Indirect communication is a data collection technique by not communicating directly and using intermediary methods. Indirect communication techniques are conducted by giving questionnaire directly but without communication or without dialogue. And researcher will use the study of document. Document is a method used to find data regarding variable in the form of not relevant book, activity, report, and photograph. Pada appendix 3, kuesionernya mencapai 20 kuesioner dengan jawaban always, 5, often, 4, sometimes, 3, seldom, 2, and never, 1. Skripsi dari Eno Afriliani dengan judul Skripsi and Analysis of Student Learning Style in Learning English dengan metode Descriptive Research. This research used questionnaire, interview, and field note to collect the data. To analyze the data, the researcher used qualitative and quantitative analysis. In the qualitative data analysis, the researcher used data reduction, data display, and conclusion drawing. While in quantitative data analysis, the researcher used Microsoft Excel and formula. Based on the finding of research, the researcher concluded the learning style is mostly applied by second grade student of SMK Negeri 1 Kendawangan is auditory learning style, and the factors that influence learning style are environment, emotional, teacher, sociological, and physiological. The researcher used questionnaire to the 30 students as sample. It contained 30 questions. Students choose an answer by check the option that they prefer. One question only has one answer. The researcher calculated the percentage of students who strongly agree 4, agree 3, disagree 2, and strongly disagree 1. If the statement is negative, strongly agree 1, agree 2, disagree 3, and strongly disagree 4. Every item of the questionnaire was present separately and sample percent was used to analysis. Pada appendix 3, kuesionernya menggunakan statementnya sampai 30 statement dengan jawaban strongly agree or SA, agree or A, disagree D, and strongly disagree SD. Skripsi dari Heni Safira dengan judul Skripsi and Analysis of Student Interest in Learning English dengan metode a descriptive study. This research is to reveal the student interest in learning English. Moreover, this research reports the level of interest of the student in learning English. The participants 30 students from one class, where the 11th grade student of SMA Negeri 1 Tanah Pino. This study used the student interest questionnaire adapted from U 2010. The questionnaire is used to measure the student interest in learning English. The questionnaire was given in the English language in order to make sure that the respondent can complete the questionnaire effectively. There are 24 number of statements which overall the aspect of interest, motivation, personality, language group, instrument motivation, teaching and curriculum, culture influence, and personal development. Each aspect has 3 statements to the validity of the questionnaire, the researcher. Appendix 1 menggunakan student interest questionnaire dengan statementnya 24 statement dengan jawaban strongly disagree, disagree, agree, strongly agree. Skripsi dari Muhammad Fikri Kiswantara Ersan dengan judul skripsi and analysis online teaching of English subject at SMAN 1 Sekadau Hulu dengan metode a case study. The researcher arranged some close-ended questions for the student. A questionnaire was a tool for obtaining information that researcher want to know from respondent. Containing several questions or statements, the main element measured in this student was only learning. Statement consists of 14 positive statements and 11 negative statements. The statement for online learning consists to 25 statements with online learning indicator as the basic. Pada appendix 3 menggunakan kuesioner siswa yaitu 25 soal dengan jawaban sangat setuju, setuju, tidak setuju, sangat tidak setuju menggunakan bahasa Indonesia. Skripsi dari Ririn Amalia dengan judul Factor Influence Student Problem in Speaking English. This research aimed to find out factor influence student problem in speaking English. The subject of this research were a grade B student at SMP Negeri 19 Pontianak City. To collect data, researcher used a close-ended questionnaire and interview. The data from the close-ended questionnaire are linguistic and non-linguistic problem. Linguistic include 3 aspects such as lack of vocabulary, lack of grammar, and poor pronunciation, while non-linguistic includes 5 aspects such as mother tongue as, law of motivation, shyness and lack confidence, anxiety, lack of practice and opportunity, and fear of making mistake. Technique of data collection, indirect communication is used then distributing questionnaire. This is said to be indirect communication because students only work on the question using paper form and is supported by interview with several respondents while the researcher is co-writing scale linkers that widely used in research. There are 4 items of questionnaire. Strongly agree, SA, agree, A, disagree, D, and strongly disagree, or SD. There are 4 points for each item. SA 4, A 3, D 2, SD 1. The questionnaire were 232 students in class 8B in the first hours of English class. Appendix 2 questionnaire close-endednya, statementnya ada 36 dengan jawaban sangat setuju atau SS, setuju S, tidak setuju TS, dan sangat tidak setuju STS menggunakan bahasa Indonesia.
Nama saya Rita Florencia Prila dengan NIM 320 di sini saya memiliki penelitian case study dengan metode penelitian itu kualitatif, kualitatif dan juga kuantitatif. Di sini saya akan membahas bab 3 di mana sejalan dengan saya sudah melakukan seminar proposal.
Ya.
Jadi di sini bab 3, sebelumnya saya mau tanya di sini kamu menggunakan metodenya apa ya?
Saya mengambil deskriptif kualitatif.
Deskriptif kualitatif.
Ya.
Jadi di bab 3 itu ada research design. Jadi di research design ini kamu mengatakan tentang metode yang kamu gunakan tadi. Setelah itu di sini juga ada tentang research subject. Di sini populasi yang kamu pilih itu kelas berapa, lalu ada sampelnya kamu ambil berapa, dengan kriterianya seperti apa. Lalu di sini juga ada technique of data collection, itu ada 2, direct atau direct communication. Di sini kamu menggunakan tekniknya apa?
Saya menggunakan interview atau wawancara.
Interview itu berarti kamu menggunakan direct communication,
Oh, ya,
secara langsung. Lalu di sini ada toolsnya tadi yang kamu sudah sampaikan. Kamu akan menggunakan interview, jadi di tools of data collection ini kamu paparkan lagi lebih lengkap tentang bentuk pengambilan data kamu seperti apa. Kemudian juga lampirkan mengenai data tryoutnya seperti sampelnya siapa, teknik pengumpulannya bagaimana, rekomendasi dari siapa, terus teknik sampelnya bagaimana. Lalu juga ada data validity dan reliability-nya bagaimana. Jika kamu sudah mengambil tripod, kamu lampirkan di data validity dan reliability. Dan sih itu aja dari saya. Mungkin nanti ada tambahan dari teman saya mengenai lampiran.
Oke, terima kasih. Baik, saya ingin bertanya untuk lampirannya karena mungkin di skripsi saya masih kurang. Bagaimana sebaiknya untuk bagian akhir atau lampiran saya?
Oke, jadi pertama-tama saya ingin berkenalan dulu. Perkenalkan, nama saya Maria Grisela Ella dengan NIM 322010110. Di sini saya mengambil penelitian Classroom Action Research atau CAR dengan metode mixed method, kuantitatif and kualitatif. Nah, jadi punyamu penelitianmu seperti apa?
Seperti yang saya bilang tadi, saya menggunakan deskriptif kualitatif.
Oke, lalu alat pengumpulan datamu seperti apa?
Interview atau wawancara.
Oke, jadi kalau begitu kamu harus menggunakan lampiran blueprint, interview, dan isi interviewnya sesuai dengan bab 2-nya kamu.
Iya. Ada tambahan lagi enggak ya untuk lampirannya?
Kayaknya hanya itu aja.
Saya ada sedikit tambahan yang
Boleh.
bab 3 itu juga dilampirkan tentang effective of data analysisnya. Kan kamu bilang kamu menggunakan kualitatif analisis, jadi kamu lampirkan analisis kualitatif kamu di teknik data analisis tadi kamu lakukan bab 3 ya.
Oke, baik. Terima kasih Elita dan Ella untuk waktunya.